All right. Good morning. Hello, YouTube. This is a new experience for us all on a Monday morning. So hopefully everyone got the message and you're here, or you'll be able to find me here live on YouTube. And of course, all of the replays will still be here. I'm excited to be here. Chat. I think you'll need to be signed into your Google and YouTube to be able to, and yeah, excited to move on to the heart chakra, part 2. And how cool. I love how the timing works on all of this. Last week we were working with course until we can truly be ourselves, then we can't really do that for the world. And here we are now out on YouTube, different channel, and now sending that love out onto the world, potentially in a greater way. So that's what this week is about. Connecting, send that unconditional. It can get a little bit challenging for people. Belief that in order to show up, look nice, have versions of what looking kind looks like. Looking kind, yeah, what looking kind looks like. For some reason that didn't sound right then. We have versions in our mind of what good deeds look like, of what love looks like. But when we are tuning into the highest place, love and kindness doesn't always look how we think it should look. When we're operating more from our ego and wanting to fix things and wanting to get sort of feedback and being told that we're nice and kind and loving, then yes, of course, people need to see. There will be those times when what you say or what you do or what you withdraw or those boundaries that you have to put up don't necessarily look loving and kind from the outside, particularly perhaps to the recipient who wants more. But in your highest place, in your high level of discernment and higher love that is not dependent on the needs, wants, and desires of the ego or to feel soothed or to soothe others, that higher love may be putting in strong boundaries, may be saying no, may not be helping that person in the way that they want, in order to empower, in order to uplift, in order to, it doesn't even matter what the mind thinks, right? It's this higher discernment. And that can be tricky, right? So there's that little tricky part to, love and showing up in that unconditional love. Who do we have on? I can see we've got a couple of people on, and I think we'll be learning how to work in the chat, because I know when I've been following YouTube things, you do sort of have to be signed in a certain way to be able to pop something in the chat. So hopefully you can. You've worked that out. And let me know if you're here, and pop a little message here down in the chat. And if you're still working out how to get to be able to do that, to be able to leave a message, I think it involves being signed into your Google, especially if you're on your phone. Awesome. All right. So yes. So looking, having things and allowing yourself to show up from a higher place of love rather than just the need to fix, sort out. Because what happens when you're just in that place of, I want to fix, I want to feel good about what I'm doing, I want to feel like I'm coming from a loving place on that sort of more superficial level, is it can be very draining, because we can actually step into that overreaching place. And when you tune into a place of more discernment, often it asks you to sit back a little more, right? In order to enable and empower others. That's one side of it. The other side is that showing up in that place of compassion can be hard when it's people that are a little challenged, people that you felt let down by, people that you just don't get on on with, people that you actively dislike, right? But we can still show up in a place of compassion when we have a real depth of compassion for humanity, full stop. Hard things when we feel like something has perhaps up forgiveness and compassion to them as a human, right? If we understand the depth of our own being, the layers of the challenges that we have, and we feel like we are always trying to show up in our highest, then perhaps it can offer a level of understanding and compassion for what someone else might be going through if they seem to you to be showing up not in their highest. We know that those who show up in the most challenging way in the world are suffering or struggling on some level. And we offer up forgiveness in order for ourselves not to be carrying the emotional weight of resentment, of hurt, of pain. We forgive in order to release ourselves that burden. And then we can send unconditional love for them as a soul, as a human, that we hope they find, their highest path and a place of love within them. And beyond that, we can't judge because we don't know, right? There's a quote that I put in on Facebook on stories the other day. Yeah, I think it might still be there. So go and have a look. But it's a beautiful Rumi quote that I was reminded of. It was the beginning of a book I was reading, and I might not get the exact words, but it was something like, out beyond the idea of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. And so what is Rumi saying in that beautiful, very, very profound statement is that there is a space beyond right and wrong that we cannot judge because we do not know. And so why not just love? Why not just be love? And as you learn to tune into this Sushumna, the channel of prana, and clarity and discernment that comes from being able to align through the work that we do in our meditations, through the work of clearing and activating all the chakras, we start to get a clearer channel. This gives us more discernment about what love even is, what that even feels like. What does love want us to do in this moment? Until we can really tune into that, then we are guided more by our ego and what other people need or want in society, right? So it's a process for everyone, out beyond the ideas of wrongdoing and right doing. There is a field. I'll meet you there. But remember, you always have a choice to be wherever it is that you want to be. So, yeah, take yourself to the field. Take yourself to the field. So, we're going to come into a mantra today of Om Shri Mahalakshmiyei Namaha mantra. Om Shri Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. It's an aspect of the divine feminine, which is all about love and beauty and sitting in unconditional love. And if you've been listening to my meditations or you've worked with me, you will know that when we say a mantra, Sanskrit, we are creating the frequency or the energy of that which the mantra describes. So when we repeat Om Shri Mahalakshmiyei Namaha, Om Shri Mahalakshmiyei Namaha, we cultivate the feeling of love and unconditional love, because she is abundance and beauty and love and abundance in all things, right? So when we focus on love and unconditional love, she's going to give us abundance of that. We're going to feel more of an abundance of that. And we're going to come into a version of Dyaan Mudra with the palms resting on top of each other and the thumbs together. This creates and helps to create a circular field of energy through the heart. Now we can increase that a little bit by bringing the index fingers up to the thumb. So it's just like Gyan Mudra and bringing it together, Dyaan Mudra, to increase, like I say, the flow of energy through the heart. And we're doing some different breath to, again, activate the energy through the heart. All right, shall we begin? So resting the hands down here in the mudra. Close your eyes and let's just start by welcoming the space that you're in, wherever you are today. whether you're listening live this morning or somewhere else in the day or another day. Welcoming the space, the sounds that you can hear outside of your space and all around. Allowing those sounds without labeling those right or wrong. Welcoming everything as a part of the experience. Welcoming your own physicality, your own sensations through your body, without needing to label those sensations as right or wrong. Feel into your emotion today. Can you allow the fullness of your emotion without making anything right or wrong? Check in with the quality of your mind. Is it distracted today? Is it heavy, dull, spacious, excitable? Can you allow your mind and not make it right or wrong, but at the same time choose to place where you put your awareness? It's a choice. Are you going to come into the safe harbor of self, capital S, and source, or allow yourself to be moved with a fluctuation of feeling, thought, sensation, and experience? Moving into the field beyond right and wrong that Rumi describes, it's like moving beyond the field of high, low, in, out, up, down, of changing states, and moving to the field of awareness, the field of self, capital S, the unwavering, the unchanging, the unjudging, safe harbor of self and source. So draw yourself back from identifying with the body and the mind and the emotion, but we're not shutting it down. We're allowing, but choosing to place our awareness in awareness itself. Observing. Drawing your attention back into your body, hugging the spine. Hugging the spine. And anchoring that awareness through your pelvis, your pelvic bowl, rooting down through your body into the earth as if you have roots or tail reaching down through your seat into the beautiful earth. And then draw your awareness back up the spine, through the roots, up the spine, into the heart. On the level of the heart. And then hug your awareness in from the front of your body into the spine at the level of the heart. And let's take the breath into this heart space. Imagine there is a balloon in your heart. You can make it whatever color you want. And as you breathe in, feel that balloon expanding in all directions. And as you breathe out, feel that balloon deflating nearly all the way. We don't want those sides of the balloon to get stuck, but breathe it all the way out. And then breathing in again. Feel the balloon inflate in all directions. Feel the front and back of your heart expanding, the sides of your heart expanding. Above and below, expanding. Keep breathing like this, breathing into that balloon, visualizing the balloon getting bigger in all directions. On the inhale, and as you exhale, deflating. Inhale. And exhale. And see if you can make that count about 5 seconds. So that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and then over to your 1. And just as the balloon is circular, feel your breath as circular. There is no edge between the inhale and the exhale. But the inhale flows effortlessly to the exhale, and the exhale moves smoothly to the inhale around this balloon, right? Around this balloon circle. Equal breath in, equal breath out around the circle. And then continue with breathing, but let go of the balloon vision for a moment. Continue with the 5 breath in and out and the circular breath, but send your awareness now out down the left arm, because we're in this mudra, the hands connected. Inhale down the left to the hands and exhale up the right. Actually, I'm going to swap that, sorry. Inhale, down the right side of your arm through your hands, and inhale up the left hand and arm to your heart. So we're exhaling down the right and inhaling up the left. Following the circle that we're making with our arms. Exhale to the right and inhale up the left. Visualizing the circular breath around your arms. Drawing that flow of energy through your heart as you inhale up the left, feel it coming through the heart, and exhale down the right. Continue to breathe around this circle, feeding the heart. And then rest your awareness at the heart as we come into the mantra Om Shri Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. 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 And go a little quieter. Om Shri Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. 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 And I'm going to do 12 more. I'm going to say them out loud, but I want you to do them in your head. Om Shri Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. 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 Swaha, Swaha, Swaha. And just feel the resonance of that mantra within you now. Feel your beautiful heart that sits in the field beyond wrongdoing and right doing. That is a field of unconditional love and compassion. See this field of compassion as a radiant light that is transmitting frequencies, waves of unconditional love out into the world. And then bring into your awareness someone that it is easy to love, someone it is easy to send compassion out to. Perhaps they're going through a hard time and you're really feeling for them. Bring them into your awareness and look into their beautiful eyes, into their soul, beyond ego and personality, and radiate from your heart and through your eyes unconditional love and compassion to this person. Without the need to fix or change anything, just broadcasting your love. Feel them receiving this love. Broadcasting your love is one of the greatest acts of love, the biggest act of love, and the thing that is perhaps the most likely to create change anyway than our acts of doing. Broadcast your love, and then let that person dissolve from your awareness with that love. And now bring into your awareness someone that you feel just indifferent towards. Perhaps you see them on the street or at the shops or at school or at work and you don't have strong feelings either way. You're pretty neutral about this person. And just bring them into your awareness. See them there in front of you at a comfortable distance. And send your love and compassion to them as you look into their eyes and see beyond ego and personality, eye to eye, soul to soul. Broadcast your unconditional love and compassion from your heart to theirs. And you might like to even bow in namaste, hands together at the heart, to them. The gesture of saying the light in me honors the light in you. That's what we're doing through this heart compassion meditation, honoring the light. So letting them go now from your awareness with love, and bring someone into your awareness now that you've had some challenges with. You find it really difficult with this person to stay out of the idea of right doing and wrong doing. Maybe they've hurt you in the past, or you felt hurt by them. And bring them into your awareness at a distance that feels comfortable to you. And putting aside all thoughts of wrongdoing and right doing, look into their eyes beyond ego, personality, and deeds. And see them, see the light of their soul. Can you cultivate loving compassion for their humanity and a recognition of the light of their heart and soul? Beam your unconditional love into their beautiful heart. And then lovingly let them be released from your awareness. And finally, bring in someone that you find extremely challenged by. You might not even really know them. Perhaps they're, a little bit high profile in the media, but there's things that they say or do which you really don't agree with in your heart. See if you can bring them into your awareness again without getting attached to wrongdoing or right doing. Feel them here in front of you. Look into their eyes and their heart, beyond ego, personality, and deeds. Can you feel compassion for their humanity and a love and recognition for their light, heart, soul? Focus on that light. Radiate your unconditional love and compassion to this soul. And then let that person dissolve from your awareness. And feel your beautiful heart for a moment. Notice how you feel in your body, in your emotion. And take a deeper breath in and out as you prepare to open your eyes. Sustaining this heart of compassion from your center. Opening your eyes as you're ready and having a look around through this lens of compassion. Because who are we to decide what is ultimately right or wrong? Yes, we have to have discernment about the choices that we make and the things we align to. But who are we ultimately to judge? How do we know what is playing out for the highest good of all that may not look pretty, like we said at the beginning, but that is perhaps necessary in order for higher things to move through, for change to occur? We don't know. So I invite you to be curious in your day around judgment, around grasping into right, how quickly you step into judgment. And can you stay with an compassion towards those you meet today? Can you radiate and broadcast of all those you come into contact with today and all those that you think about, and have compassion for the humanity? That is my invitation to you today. I would love to hear what you received from that meditation, how it felt to bring those different people in, any challenges you had. You know, when we share, we acknowledge, and authenticate our humanity and can have even more compassion for it, as well as honoring, that divinity and the capacity that we do have to step into these higher places and to, share the light and infect the world with our unconditional love. It's both. Yeah, we need to honor both. So sending so much love to you today. Have a beautiful week, and I'll see you again here next week as we move up into the throat.